Good Wednesday morning. Jesus Christ, how time flies by. Hey, it's Ice Age TV, and what are we doing today, right? And let's get the truck started up. Not too shabby, right? Yeah, see today, I think I'm gonna get the windows tinted out on the Raptor. I was talking about this yesterday, and if I live behind the wheel of a vehicle, I've said this many times, this truck now has basically about 1,800 miles. For the days out today, this thing will have over 1,900 miles on it. So, I can just rock and roll with miles. That's where my car addictions, that was part of the problem. I just drive so many miles. I hate driving one vehicle into the ground. That's been my challenge in life, is I just don't want to drive my car into the ground, but probably have a lot more money if I did, right? But anyways, so what the heck's going on today in Ice Age TV, Raptor Day conversations? I'm sure anybody watching this video would be like, oh my God, another day of Raptor conversations? Another day of, maybe not. Stay tuned. Hey, look at that fuel mileage, 19.1. One thing I'm not noticing in this truck, I don't think it has an auto shut off. So I guess that the Ford, I don't even know. I don't even recognize it. I think they eliminated the auto shut off, is my guess. Yeah. So, here's the thing. For me as an individual, the car motorhead, nut case, crazy man, buy a car, sell a car, get a fancy car, get rid of a fancy car. The list just goes on and on and on. If you're following my channel by now, you're like, just this year, how many cars? Think about this. How many cars have I bought, but how many cars have I shedded? Are we up to 20 transactions? Meaning, I think I counted 14 car purchases last week. Well, we added some trailer purchases, and I think a zero-turn mower purchase, and a motorcycle, and we started to add a bunch of stuff in there just for me buying things. And then if you think about, what I gave up, and then last week I wasn't even talking at that time about the Shelby GT500, that deal came down to the last minute. That deal, I've got mixed feelings in that deal, and what I mean by that is, I never really planned that purchase. I really wasn't fixated on that car. And, a few years ago, I just never would have bought that car. It's too damn expensive. It's still too damn expensive. Yeah, oh my gosh. I'm just, talk about getting caught up in the moment. Yeah, exactly. It's just not, Yeah, so here I am trying to get out on the main road. I tell you, I live on a road. It's just a 2-lane road. It's been just as ridiculous. It's a major road. This is a major road that connects major states to each other, and they won't do anything. I've been here for 31 years, and but here's the irony to all this road is everybody stays at home now to work. It's huge. I don't think the average person understands how many businesses have just been destroyed by this everybody sits at home anymore. And yeah, I get it. I get the information age is here and you can work at home, but I tell you what, there's a lot of employers that are kind of starting to step back and reevaluate. Everybody gets to sit at home and go to work. Apple right now is now requiring 3 days a week that you come into work, and supposedly out of their 165,000 employees, 260 have signed petitions to strike that idea. Yeah, good luck. 165,000 people, and only 260 are getting a petition that I get to stay at home. And what's really interesting is Mike Rowe, the dirty man job guy that came out of nowhere, he was talking here recently about how, this stay-at-home work is such a, it's a very fine line, and what the stay-at-home work has done it's created actually borderline people to quit their jobs. Because, people that stay at home, people feel like they're more in charge of their own, day and life. And everybody knows, everybody goes to work. When you go to work and you got the boss man standing there with 10 people around the boss man, and the boss man tells everyone what to do, you feel like, yeah, you're part of the slaves, and that's how it's looked at more than ever, is that people look at work like you're a slave to work. Why? What is going on? It is so incredible on how when I got out of high school, I just felt privileged if somebody gave me a job and I could go make a living and make money. This whole freaking new change of world way of working, sadly, is teaching so many people that, be so happy I even show up to go to work. And that's part of this whole, pandemic-related problem of the supply, part of it, major part of it, of what's going on of such the inflation and shortages. I mean, it's just really bad. I mean, it's just sad to me. But, Mike Rowe's talking about how people empower themselves by being at home, working from home. And the employers, I think, are picking up on that. Kind of like we're kind of starting to feel that attitude. Well, maybe I will, maybe I won't. And don't get me wrong. I'm not conveying to anybody here who watch my channel that you working at home is a bad thing. What I'm conveying to you is, unfortunately, it's created a whole different work environment. And, not everybody's treating it the way they should. And the big employers are getting concerned that the productivity isn't being as efficient as it should. I mean, I understand there's a lot of variables. And hey, for the record, I'm on your page. If you can work from home and do your job, and you're just as efficient driving somewhere, I get all that. But at the same time, there's a kind of a aura that's being put out there where people think they're so special, and they can kind of do whatever they want. And don't get me wrong, I'm not here calling anybody out, but the reason I'm talking about this is I live on this road, or the road that's near me. The traffic has disappeared from what it used to be. It still gets a lot of aggravating traffic, but it's nothing like it used to be. And then here is a ferry. Here's what they call White's Ferry, and this is classic. This is a ferry that's been around for over 100 years. That was a main connection from Maryland to Virginia, because in Virginia and Maryland there's no other bridges outside of the DC Beltway area. And there was a major fight between the owners of a piece of land where the ferry comes on the Virginia side for the owner of the ferry to dock the boat and let people off and let people on. It's been an ongoing battle for years that the ferry should be paying them for the use of their land, and they wouldn't do it. So they've been going back and forth to the point it turned into a major lawsuit, even to the point the ferry sold out to a very prominent moving company icon guy here in Loudoun County, Virginia, where this guy's got mega money and he's buying up land left and right, making it conservation. So he bought off the ferry, hoping to appease this family that has that land on the Virginia side to get the ferry going, to no avail. The family wants a good amount of money for every, they want to be part of the business. And apparently the family that owns that piece of land on Virginia side claims they wanted to buy the ferry out. But this isn't so funny at how people operate and think. Think this through. So the Maryland side guy owns his own land where the ferry is, but he has to go to the Virginia side to get the ferry to unload and load. So the family on the Virginia side has an attitude that you owe us lots of money to do this, which I have no idea the fairness or unfairness to it. I have no idea. But here's the thing. So now the Virginia family wants to buy out the ferry on the ferry owners that own the land on the Maryland side. So now, after they sell the ferry to this family, do you think they're going to come to agreement on what the Maryland side value is to load and unload? I mean, I don't know. Or maybe it was a land purchase too. I don't know that, but oh my gosh. But it's just, so anyways, so the greed. So that ferry now is closed down, which has changed the town that used to be across the way of tourism and traffic. And if you're a gas station over there, if you're a convenience store, you know, if you're even an automotive, repair place maybe. I mean, there's so many variables, and then just tourism. So it totally killed that whole little town that's off the main roads in the Maryland side to get there. Yeah. Hey, how'd I get on that conversation, right? Pulling out down to this road here in Loudoun County, Virginia. So the whole point is the road needs to be expanded, but now with the change of transportation, but why? Because transportation's changing so much. So now you're probably saying, Jesus Christ, this is all over the place this morning. What the hell are we talking about today? Right, what the hell are we talking about today? Well, we're always talking about transportation, right? Even though that's changing. So here's what I was thinking about this morning. It's crazy on how the Ice Age truly is becoming the Ice Age. Mopar Dodge has officially announced that you can order yourself one more time for 2023 a Dodge Hellcat, whether it's a Charger or Challenger. They haven't talked much about the Ram TRX, but the car side, we all now know 2023 is the last run. Now, here's the next thing. I'm being told in the Ford Mustang Forum GT500 thread that the GT500's done. There is no more GT500s to be built for 2023. So I talked about that yesterday in my video and how the 550 series is coming to an end generation. The 650 is coming. So, so for me, that tells me my GT500s, I think, will increase in value, because not only can you not get them anymore as far as ordering them, but we just know that the next generation, probably 3-4 years from now, my guess would be 3-4 years from now, maybe 5 for the GT500. I would be thinking 2027, 2028 would probably be the release of the GT500. What's in that? Is it electrified? I mean, yeah, right. And if that's the case, holy crow. But think about the Hellcats. And I've already owned 4 Hellcats. And for me, yikes. Uh-oh. Now what's going on? You're probably saying, yeah, now what is going on? Oh my gosh, it just doesn't end. It doesn't end. Yeah, so now my brain's ticking, right? Somebody's probably be up there, man, that little freaking wrap, that little hamster wheel is just going round and round your head, ain't it? Yeah, exactly. It just doesn't stop 24/7. So now, I'm thinking to myself, would it be advantageous to pick up a Hellcat again, just because I think these things are going to start to have really nice value. This is too bad. Here's a guy on a Ram TRX that has no clue how to park this truck. I mean, this is that's pathetic. You don't qualify to buy that truck, man. I'm sorry. Whoever parks a truck like that in the road, you don't qualify to own it. Yeah, I don't want to get too personal there, and who's probably driving it, right? Yeah, to get myself in trouble there. Yeah, so now I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh. All right. So, for the general viewers, okay, watch my channel, I personally think this is what's crazy that's going on right now. For me, I've bought some electric vehicles, and the electric vehicles have really good value. We just found out the Ford F-150 Lightning truck, that had a $20,000 value to sell it back to the selling dealer. The Mach-E's, those conservative, have $10,000, values to sell them back to, the dealers. So there's values there. Now, at the same time, more than ever, as we all know, used cars have values, but is the true performance cars really going to start to have incredible values? I mean, part of me says that now is like 1970, 1971, where you better pick up that Hemi Cuda. You better pick up that 426 Mopar. You better pick up that Charger. You better pick up that 1969 Stingray Corvette, 71 Corvette big block. You better pick up that 69 302 Camaro. Part of me is like, wow, more than ever, the value of these ICE cars as we all know, ICE is the internal combustion engine age. More than ever, I just thought I need to get my hair cut. That's what's going on. I just drove by my hair. Well, I didn't drive by it. I got to go in a different way now. But the whole point is, oh my gosh, what am I up to now, right? Do you want to know? Do you want to know what I'm up to? I mean, come on. I don't know. This is now. Oh my gosh, it's dangerous. All right, stay tuned. I gotta get a haircut. Should I shave this off too? My daughter so loves this look. And for me, whatever. I guess I have the new mountain man look. But I gotta get a haircut. I haven't had a haircut since like first part of June. Like I got a lot of hair anyways, as I go bald. Uh-oh, this is a Asian lady that owns that building right there, and she's a really good barber. And the funny part is, she owns this building, and this whole property sold out to a major. They're gonna make this into a major mini town center, or a major big town center. All right, and she's holding out for the big payout. She won't sell this building. All right, we're done at the barber shop here. Korean lady owns it and runs it. She does a great job, or does she? Does she do a pretty good job? Hey, who is that guy, right? Yeah, who is that YouTube guy? So the haircut got me all cleaned up, and now I'm sporting my new look, right? So let me get the heck out of here. Not that easy getting out of this place here. So the conversation. So I know anybody that's watching my channel right now, it's like, oh Jesus, what are you doing? I don't know, man. I tell you, as I was just saying, we are in such interesting times with the the ICE age, right? The EV age is definitely a hot item. If you buy an electric vehicle that's a vehicle people are wanting, you can buy it, drive it, and turn it back in and walk away from it and probably get a nice check handed to you. I just proved that. And then even the non-EV age, Ford Bronco, that's a sought-after vehicle. If you have a Bronco, you can drive it, have fun with it, and turn it back in and have a check given to you. So that's another vehicle that's hot item. The GT500, the Dodge Hellcats, the Ram TRX. You can kind of go through a list of vehicles that, if you buy one and you drive it around and you turn it back in good condition, you're going to be rewarded, which is just crazy. It's crazy. So kind of going back to my conversation about the announcements of Dodge, ending the Hellcat days. Do I buy another Hellcat before they're not available again? Jesus Christ. Do I go down that path? And this is the danger. My wife, the wife always knows us guys are up to. They ain't idiots. The woman in the end usually is right. If any guy wants to admit to that, most will have a hard time admitting. But yeah, the good old wife, they usually by the end of the day, you're like, oh yeah, I told you that, honey. So my wife was like, oh, you're just getting rid of all these cars so you can get something else. In all sincereness, that wasn't really the plan. The plan was to shed a bunch of debt and to kind of, here's my sales guy. This is interesting. Oh, goodness gracious. That was my salesman calling because he's wanting to know. I had an air tag in my F-150 truck, Lightning, and the gentleman bought the air tag back, thank goodness. But he's probably thinking, am I being stalked? You hear those stories, right? How people have air tags put in their cars, and it's not their air tag, or somebody's tracking your car to steal it. Yeah, that's been a problem. So that's why my sales guy is calling. But the reason he's calling also is because the F-150 Lightning truck's sold. It's already gone. So that truck that I traded in, technically, not even a week ago. I mean, I can't even keep track of this stuff. What the hell? Oh my gosh! What the hell did I even? I could have sworn I did the whole deal on Thursday, Yeah, I think we did the deal on Thursday or Friday. Yeah, Thursday. So yeah, it's 6 days later, and the truck's already gone. Wow. And the F-150 Super Snake, it arrived at the dealership, so it's all in good shape. They've already had some hits on that. You know, that's what I was talking about earlier. Is, you know, oh my gosh, more than ever, these, you know, specialty or the, you know, the limited run, the uniqueness of cars is being sought after more than ever. You know, so now I'm kind of intrigued on the Hellcat Red Eye. So here's what I understand about the Hellcat Red Eye. Yeah, and should I've ever sold mine last summer last year? You know, I shouldn't have, but I did. So it is what it is. How bad am I going to pay for that mistake, right? So here's the question. You know, my understanding right now is you cannot get a Hellcat Red Eye ordered. At the moment, Dodge will not allow you to order a Hellcat Red Eye. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drive by the local Coons Tyson's Dodge, which they're one of the, you know, biggest, you know, not the biggest, I don't think. I think Texas has bigger dealerships, but I don't know. But Coons, I'm going to go by Coons, and I'm going to kind of feel them out and see what's going on, kind of get a feel for the relationship to what I have, you know, thinking of doing. Yeah. Am I giving up too much information already? I don't know, man. Oh my gosh. But why? I mean, sincerely, but why? Why? I mean, my gut instinct's been telling everybody that at the end of this year, going next year, the dealers are going to be coming. You know, are they? You know, are the specialty vehicles really going to change that much in price? If you know what I mean. Is that gonna happen? Yeah. You know, or why am I fixated on the Red Eye? If you know what I mean. The Red Eye is the demon motor. So the Red Eye will always be a sought after Hellcat product. And, you know, and that's just something to think about if you're buying a Hellcat. But yeah, also the Red Eye's pricey. The value is, you know, extremely good. So you're paying a lot more money for that, because there's a lot of Hellcats out there for sale, but Jesus Christ, they are not cheap. And you know what's crazy? We used to have arguments in the Dodge forum about values of Hellcats. And I mean, no lie, I mean, the speculation back in 2015-16 was your Hellcat would be worth in the 40s, maybe even the 30s. I'm not embellishing here. The people in the forum thought back in 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, you know, you know, basically if you bought a $64,000 Hellcat, you'd be lucky to get wholesale on it 40, 42, and you'd be lucky to get, you know, 48, you know, 50 for it in the market. So, but yeah, that's all changed, you know. So now, you know, Hellcats are bringing anywhere from, you know, $60,000 to $90,000. Yeah. So it's just crazy in how the Hellcat product, and now with the announcement of Dodge no longer going to build them after 2023, then yeah, it's even more valuable. But I think really the more valuable part will become next year. I don't think this year will be as powerful because, you know, just for the fact that they're going to build them another year. You can still buy a Hellcat. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Coons Tyson's Dodge, and I'm going to find out if I was to order a Red Eye, how much it's going to cost me. And that way, you know, it makes more sense for me on if you're going to get in the used market to buy one, what's the value? But, you know, the Hellcats have gotten stupid crazy on the new pricing. You know, so if you're following that, which most aren't, but, you know, if you're kind of following that, you'll see the jailbreak option. I mean, to me, it's just crazy. The jailbreak Dodge option is, the reason I call it the jailbreak is because you can take a Dodge, you can create it with all your own colors, meaning you can match, you can have a purple car with, white stripes, or, what I'm trying to convey is you can create your own themed car of your colors for your interior, your paint, your stripes, your wheels, versus typically when you order a Hellcat, there's only so many check marks on that Hellcat box that you have an option to make it this color. But if you make it this color, this is what interior you have to get with it. Or, in the wheel package, and then the stripes. There's a lot of variables. But the Dodge's jailbreak idea is you're the recluse, and you're gonna build your own car that's different from everybody else. And when you do that, it gets very expensive. It gets too expensive. It gets stupid expensive. So I can't see it. But anyways, it's pretty crazy. I haven't been up here, drive up in this Tyson's Corner area. I still live up in this area all the time. And, and so now for me, I haven't seen my buddies in ages. In fact, last time I was really here was when I bought that Gold Rush Scat Pack TA. That was, it's so hard to believe. I think that was a year ago. Is that right? I mean, that's even hard for me to believe. That was a year ago that I bought that Scat Pack, TA package, which I no longer have. I sold it. Here's the thing, on that TA Scat Pack, it's about, for me as well, I don't want the manual transmission. To me, the Dodge manual transmissions, I don't like them. I just don't like them. To me, it just doesn't have the fun factor. The automatic transmission, to me, is so much more fun than the Hellcat. And then in that TA Scat Pack, it had the cloth interior. It didn't have the, leather interior. So I just was like, There's the kingdom of cars. In Kuhn's used car section, they're advertising a nice wide body, non-red eye Hellcat. It's a good looking vehicle. So here's the rat race. This is the rat race. You come here, there is so much money in this area that people just come here and spend so much money. Yeah, who's that, right? So here's the a test drive. Yep, test drive. There's a guy test driving one right there. All right, let's go in and see the buddies. See if my buddies are here. Why don't you buy a Ram TRX? Why don't you trade Raptor in for TRX? Yeah, okay. Now, if anybody knows me, to be going to a car dealership, right? For me to be walking on a car dealership, how does that usually play out? This is like the drug head meeting up with the druggy guy, the dealer guy. No, I'm not buying no more drugs, right? Yeah, right. All right. Hey, I'm leaving the dealership for the moment. Yeah, what I'm up to now, right? Didn't I just tell you? If I come to this dealership, yeah, and I walk away without buying anything, yeah, right. Good luck. So, but some information. I got some good information there. And so what I already know, the Dodge Hellcat Red Eye inventory, or I should say more about ordering. You can't order them right now. Dodge has a hold on that, and you're in the 2023 model year to order the vehicle. So I kind of already knew that information. And they had, what's really crazy, they had my similar 2019 wide body Hellcat Red Eye that they had here in the lot with 27,000 miles on it, and actually it was a pretty good price. So it's basically a car that I just got rid of. Last summer. So I'm not really excited about getting another octane, red. So anyways, the Challenger wide body Red Eye. I'm not really excited about that. I mean, I don't even know if I'm excited about buying another Challenger, in all sincereness. And now people are probably like, wait a second, we're now getting a lot more information now what's going on. So you're thinking about buying another Hellcat wide body Red Eye? What are the hell are you doing now? I don't know. I mean, all fairness to myself and everybody watching the channel, I don't know. I got mixed feelings. Are these going to be kind of the cars you pick up? And, are they going to have stupid values down the road? I mean, I don't know. I got mixed feelings. I mean, yeah. I mean, fortunately for me, I've been able to, buy some cars and move cars and blah, blah, blah. And I've just here lately, I've done pretty good. that's usually not the case. And, you know, how much longer does my luck last on that? I mean, no lie. It's all about the market, the values, you know, the economy. There's so many things that play into that. So yeah, we shall see, right? So anyways, follow me along here as I kind of talk about possibilities. And yeah, I don't know. If you're kind of watching the video right now, I'm sure you're kind of feeling that little bit of like, is it worth it? Do I set it out longer? You know, do I maybe find the right deal? I don't know. It just got kind of mixed feelings on the Dodge. I've owned so many Dodges. You remember yesterday I was talking about how the individual just goes back and buys the same thing. You know, I buy a car, then I sell it, and then down the road I turn around and I buy borderline the same thing I had. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, right? And there's the Mega Coons operation. Tell you what, yeah, pretty incredible story about the Coons organization. Jim Coons, John Coons. Yeah, I mean, the family, you know, business, and it's the mother that made that operation. Is that crazy? So it's really the mother from like the 50s or 60s that was running that organization and buying up land, and then you got Jim Coons, who's the owner of the Coons organization, but used to have John Coons, you know, which is Jim's brother, that owned, you know, X amount of his own dealerships, and you have Joyce Coons, and so for the Coons organization, John Coons back in the late 80s, early 90s, he went broke. So at that Tyson's Corner location I was just at, a guy by the name of John Coons used to own that dealership, and he ran it into the ground. And so his brother had to literally come in and salvage it and, you know, and buy it out. And I can't get in here. Yeah, I'm doing crazy things right now. Yes, all right. So, hey, so I get information, you know, I like to talk about business side with, you know, like Coons organization. You know, they really have grown by leaps and bounds in this Virginia, Maryland, DC area. And, you know, you have to say to yourself, you know, what created their success. And believe it or not, you know, they back in like I think the late 80s, early 90s, they just about went broke. Apparently, Jim Coons who's backing the financing. So apparently Jim Coons was being the personal guarantor of anybody's car that got financed. And, you know, this stuff may not be true. You know, the way I'm describing this might not be totally accurate, but basically Jim Coons guaranteed the payments for these cars. So if the bankers didn't approve the loan, then the Coons organization would back the deal so that the person can get the car. And when the economy went south, he got burned big time, and it just about was the death of the Coons organization because they had so many repossessions, and the Coons organization was on the hook now for paying for all this bad debt. So my understanding is there were some really dark days, and it's either back in the late 80s. I guess it'd be back in the early 90s. Back in the early 90s, we kind of had a bit of a downturn in the economy around this area, real estate, business and all. So that's when the real estate market went down the toilet. And how do I know that? Because I just bought a townhouse, and the value of that wasn't even worth what I paid for it. Yeah, no lie. So, you know, I know these stories too well. That was back in 1991. So, yeah, and I worked in the oil industry, and we saw a lot of our big construction guys, you know, losing a lot of business, couldn't pay their bills. You know, the airlines was going through challenges. Everybody forgets about the cycles. You know, it's inevitable. The economy cycles. It just hope it happens over and over again. So anyways, for the Coons organization, yeah, Mr. Coons, Jim Coons, he just about lost a lot of his business. So, and I've been buying stuff in the Coons organization since basically the 80s. I'd have to say late 80s, and then definitely through the 90s and 2000s. So for Crystal Coons, if you're watching my video, how come you haven't put me in a commercial? I guarantee as an individual, and I'm talking about a business, I'm talking about the HVAC guy that orders a ton of vans and construction guys. I'm talking about an individual that has bought, I guarantee you, more cars from your organization than anybody. I guarantee it. If you could dig up all the records of my personal purchases, there's just no doubt in my mind. But why aren't I in the commercial with Crystal Coons? Hey, Crystal Coons, so she's the face of all the advertising and marketing, and she's not running the company. She's doing the pretty smile, come visit me at my dealerships and we'll take good care of you. And I've got great relationships with a lot of their dealerships, even though it's challenging. There's a lot of dealerships out there that are under Coons' organization that have management challenges like any business. So it's like anything. It's the old 80-20 rule. 80% of the business probably comes from 20% of the dealerships. And probably 80% of the, really well managed is probably from 20% of the dealerships. Yeah, so there's the Coons story. Why am I bringing that up? Because what do? I buy all my stuff borderline from Coons, Baltimore and Coons Sterling, and years ago it was Coons Tyson's Toyota, and years ago it was Coons Chevrolet. Not so much Coons Dodge. I never really developed a relationship up there, so it's always been more of a challenge to go there and make things work. Things just usually very rarely play out there. It's such a big store. They just have so much going on. There's so much foot traffic. So anyways, I'm gonna take care of some business here, and then what am I doing next, right? And and anybody watching the channel, like, you got to be kidding me! You're getting ready to go buy another car? You got to be kidding me! You're getting ready to do another deal? Wait a second. Last week it was 6 for 1. Then it turned into 6 to 2. Well, if you go buy another vehicle, then it's 6 for 3. Well, I don't know. What if I gave something else up for something else? I don't know. Who the heck knows at this point, right? Yeah, who the hell knows? Do you want to know? I hear you on the other side of that video. Holy crap. Oh, the good old Beltway. Not too shabby today. Roads are kind of light. It's kind of light, even though anybody watching the video be like, how is that light? Well, this Northern Virginia, D.C. area, Baltimore, I should say more the Northern Virginia, D.C. Beltway, it's always a challenge, So, anyway, so next thing I think about is, for the Ford Mustang GT500, that vehicle is solid on its values. The Dodge Hellcat, Challenger is pretty solid on its values. And with Dodge's announcement of no more ICE after 2023, does the Dodge Hellcat really grow? Does it increase in value by 10-20%? I mean, my inclination is it does. My guess is if you buy an $80,000 Hellcat right now, my thoughts are that vehicle should hold that value. And if you don't put a lot of miles on the vehicle, I think that vehicle will, over time, even be worth, more. I don't know if it'll be crazy more. I can see maybe a unique package. What's interesting is the Gold Rush, the Scat Pack Gold Rush package I had, that vehicle is very much a love-hate relationship. So 70s, the old Dodge Demon, Dodge, Dart, color, even the Dodge Challenger, Plymouth, Charger color. It's kind of that, you either kind of love it or you hate it. And the pea yellow paint, I guess you could say. And for me, that paint theme, that Challenger Scat Pack was really nice. That T8 sticker, and the attention to detail in that car is pretty nice. So, but it's one of those things where it takes a unique individual that likes that color. But the thing is, it's a very wasn't a big run on that paint theme. Well, yeah, well, because I guess the demand wasn't there because not everybody likes that paint theme. So I get all that. So, the thing is it worth spending the money to pick up a Challenger right now, where I think the masses don't really know what's going on, in general? And, is that a vehicle you kind of pick up because, the heyday of the Hellcat is going away, and that will always have a great value. So, meaning, if you buy it, it's always going to be worth what you paid for it or more, which, that's pretty strong. When you can buy a car and go have fun with it, and that get radical. I mean, you can't do radical, and that's what's interesting. Kuhn's Dodge, I'm going to say Kuhn's Ford because that's where I go all the time. So Kuhn's Dodge, they had a 2019 Hellcat wide body, octane red Dodge Challenger, basically the same car I had. It didn't have the sunroof in it. It didn't have the peanut butter color interior that I had. And that vehicle had 27,000 miles on it. So, they're wanting $77,000 for the car. The car was basically 90 grand, 89.9, brand new. So in that scenario, the car didn't do bad. It didn't have the high mileage. My guess would be you'd probably be getting about 81, 82 out of it, but it still didn't, cross the threshold of the value to what you paid for it. So and that was my story. When I sold my red eye Hellcat last summer, but here's the thing. I got the car when they were offering like $15,000, $18,000 discounts. This is no lie. When I bought my Hellcat red eye back in the August of 2019, that car had rebates and incentives where I got like 14 grand off, if I remember right. So it was just a really great deal. Well, as we all know, those days are gone. And I just talked to the Dodge guys, and and the reality is, for the average guy that walks in the door to buy a Hellcat red eye, they're going to pay, premium price. And the guy that orders one will do okay. You're not going to get beat up on that. And so there's a debate. Why don't you just order a 2023 Hellcat red eye, which isn't a bad idea either. But at the same time, I think it's going to be a $100,000 car. That's where it's going to what's going to be. And so I don't know. So, once again, you're going to watch this video today, and I'm just kind of, what do I jump on that page in life? And I don't know. I've got mixed feelings, and my biggest feelings, the reservations I have is, it's still a gut instinct. I talked about that last week. I talked about I had a lot of money offered my cars, and I'd be a fool not to take it, which I did do the deal, and which you kind of got a little confused there at the end with the Mustang GT500. But, but my gut instinct just says that people are pulling back. I sincerely believe that people are pulling back. People are starting to get a little leery. People are kind of getting worried. And so, the one part of me says, man, the more you sit it out, the longer you sit it out, the better chances are you're going to find even a better deal on somebody's car. Or are you? The red eye, person that buys these, are they, the people that get themselves into trouble? Or now with people knowing that the red eyes are going to go away and the Hellcat's going away, are these going to be more people try to hold on to them? And the ones that do let them go, they're going to want premium price for the vehicle, so they're not going to part with it that easily. And does it change the market? All it comes down to the used car market. If there's not a lot of Hellcats in the market, the values would be very, very good. If a bunch of people are dumping them, then yeah, everything changes. Right, so now I'm back here at the dealership, and I'm just kind of doing my research, and here's the irony. So they don't have any wide body red eyes available, but they have a narrow body, which is the original, style, which that's what I had. I had a plum crazy Hellcat, but not a red eye. You know what? The red eye wide body was a vehicle that I kind of thought took away a little bit of the fun factor of the car, because you know what played out was the car has the bigger tires, the bigger package, and in the end, you know, you couldn't get that crazy bust out of it as easily. You know, so you'd be going down the road and, you know, you'd like nail it and you wouldn't get that, you know, squirrely. You get more of a slingshot effect, which is better because the car holds the ground better. But like there's that car there, and you know, for me, it just doesn't really have the look. You know, that's the problem, is now, you know, I go back to a narrow body and I'm just not excited about that. All right, follow me along as I park, you know, car dealerships. They're all tight as hell, which I hate this, but we'll make it all work. Yeah, my career should have been managing car dealerships. My career should have been working at the car dealership, right? But you know what? No thanks. You have to live at these places. If you want to make a living in these places, you think the owners let you pick your hours and be here 30, 40 hours a week? Nope. You're going to be living here. All right, so here it is. Which, in person, you know, on the, I kind of like the wheels, though. So the wheels look pretty good. But without that wide body look, it just totally takes away the vehicle. Uh-oh, what's it? Okay, it's at the black interior, right? Nope. Yeah, so it's locked up. All right, let's find the sales guy. Now, so this is what I already know right here. It's came in July, so it's already been sitting around for a while. This is nice. I think somebody's trying to pull a deal on it, though. But this has that red interior. Interesting. This is dangerous. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yikes. Hey, there's a nice Ram TRX. And if you Ram TRXs here, here's a pretty Challenger. Now see here, this is the smart decision for the guy that budgets his money. You know, great car, nice, reasonable. Now here's the vet. Or is it? Jesus Christ, this ain't the vet. Yeah, it is. I mean, just so. See, that's McLaren. Duh. Yeah. See there? I'm a guy, you know, I'm not fixating the vet, but I'm thinking, it looks like the vet. I guess Corvette accomplished their goal, right? Yeah. Oh, my goodness. So now do I walk all the way across the street over here to see these guys? Because my sales guy's tied up with somebody else. Which is all good. Nice F-150 truck there. Got a lot of Jeeps here. Look at this. Look how many freaking Jeeps they got. And the Gladiators. And I can remember I bought mine. Be so lucky to get one. These things are all customized. I mean, big bucks. Hey, there's a nice Ford Raptor truck there. Look at that there, right? So yeah, look at that. Cool, they look cool, but boy, I tell you what, when you drive them, a little different ball game. How you doing? Let's do the startup. Mm-hmm. Yes, that exhaust for my GT500 is like night. My GT500 is so noisy. I mean, that's yeah. All right, let's check out the interior here. Mm-hmm. All right. So there's that. All right. So whoever owned this, I think, smoked.
Really?
I can kind of tell.
Oh, okay.
But not much. I mean, the car has such low mileage.
Yeah, it's only.
Okay, let's see the key.
Oh, okay.
So we can get the
yeah.
You know, the ignition started up here. So many of these. Brakes on. Wonder who ordered this. It's had to be a customer order. Has the sunroof, which has like a $2,000 option. Not bad. This thing for sure be squirrely. All right, that's a big no on that. And that black one, that's a done deal. That had the demon interior, red. That's a pretty cool car. That would have been something to kind of consider, you know. And up here, they got the gray colored, same color as that one, but it's a wide body. But it's got a cloth interior. It's like, eh. All right, let's go on over here to Kuhn Chevy, which I've done a few deals with those guys over my years. Haven't been here in a while. Last deal I did with these guys was a Chevy Silverado, new one. And so this guy here, oh, that's great. The guy's strap just fell off. Got that guy there. This place is a zoo. Car dealerships. Too many cars. That's the whole problem. Alright, so let's go over here. No excitement. So that car there, the narrow body, I know there's guys, you know, believe it or not, you know, Dodge people that do not like the wide body Challenger. They do not. They just borderline despise it. They just don't like it. And for me, I really like the wide body's footprint and look. And, you know, once again, there's a lot of guys out there that want nothing to do with it. They love their narrow bodies, which, you know, I tell people all the time, I am glad you love your car, because I don't want everybody to like what I like. So, I mean, it's just, you know, it's too boring. But for these guys here, I'll be interested to know what they even, so where do they even, you know, keep the used inventory? Now these cars are being stolen, so they're not keeping them out in the parking lot. So this thing's probably a mile away. Yeah, well, that was a mistake. So that isn't the used car lot. This is the used car lot. That's their training center, which once again, I'll be surprised if they have, oh, there it is. But you know what they did? They're smart, so they're blocking it in. So here it is right here. So that's just a whole different looking car with that, you know, the wide body. And the color, so, you know, not bad. All right, so now get a close-up look at it. Check it out. I don't like the cloth interior. That's the first thing I just, it's incredible how much money you pay for this car. And it's got cloth interior. It has 4,000 miles on it. And what they do to it. You know, downside of these cars, as you know, they're so easy to steal. This is just easy pickings. It has a performance spoiler on it, so that's nice. You know, so not bad. Not bad. It's funny how I have got the magnetic Mustang GT500, and here I'm looking at this color and like, you know, does it really jump out at me? Not too shabby, but you know, not excited. I'm not. Just not excited. You know, what's going on, right? I finally smartened it up. So yeah, I don't know. Mixed feelings. You know, I talk a lot in my videos about the car dealerships. So here you go. You know, the Chevy dealership, let's just drive around. You know, used. Here's a 01. You know, I'm sure some people are like, why wouldn't you pick up a nice Corvette 01? And you know what? I'm just not not excited about it. That's why. Just I've had a lot of Corvettes, and but here's the inventory. Look, nothing. It's all used. It's all used inventory. There's just, for the most part, nothing beyond nothing on, new Chevy, Teslas. It's just incredible. It's truly incredible how, the dynamics of the auto industry has so changed. I mean, it's just crazy. Who would have ever imagined this? Now, up here at the Jeep store, for sure, a lot more new Jeeps, but as far as the Dodge side goes, not much. So they're, the Ram trucks, I didn't really pay attention to that, but usually down this long line down here is the all the new vehicles. They got a bunch of new Jeeps, so they're doing pretty healthy in the new Jeeps, which you gotta raise your eyebrow on that. If they're, why are they so healthy in Jeeps? I mean, the Jeep, look at this. I mean, good Lord. So they got a ton of Jeeps. So if you got a Jeep right now, I can't see it being worth a lot of money. I can see the 392 package. Definitely see the 392 package Jeep having value. But as far as just a Jeep goes, I'd have a hard time believing that you're paying you're getting any premium price on your used Jeep. So, oh goodness gracious. And then, I'm a Toyota guy. I just got rid of my Toyota Avalon. So, the Tundra truck, I've always been a Toyota guy. And the new Tundra truck, I think, looks pretty good. Especially in, it's kind of packaged out. But it's received really not great reviews. It's really not what you think it is. Even though I think it's a beautiful truck, packaged out right. And I mean, and for me, I've got the F-150, Raptor. So, to pick up a TRD Toyota Tundra, I don't know. Even though it's a pretty nice package, but at the same time, here's my guy. Yeah, so, as far as me, the Toyota side, I just got rid of my Toyota Avalon. The Toyota Tundra, I mean, here at Kuhn Syson's Toyota here, 20 grand markup. So you're at $90,000 for a Toyota Tundra pickup truck. And I know people say, yeah, but they're, values. My experience has been with Toyota pickup trucks. The Tundra is not the Tacoma. The Tundra isn't that great a value truck because, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not a good truck. I'm just saying, typically I take a Toyota Tundra to trade in. It isn't like above the Ford values or Chevy values or Ram values. It's not. It's proportional. So if you're going to buy a Tundra thinking, oh man, this thing's 90 grand and I'll get 70 grand for it a few years from now, I sincerely doubt it. I bet you get 50 grand for it. So be careful on that, anybody out there. And, do we take a drive around the Toyota Tundra? I'm just curious, actually. Oh, look at this. So Toyota's relocated their lot. So they got another lot. These guys just don't, it just doesn't end, man. There's a Toyota Pro. So that Toyota Pro right there, I guarantee that thing's 80 grand. $80,000. Guaranteed. So look at this. Used. It's all used. I used to drive around here. And just to show you, so the Toyota dealership here, this is all used inventory. This used to be over here, all new Toyota inventory. How do I know? Well, because I've lived at these damn places. So you get an idea and follow my YouTube channel as I'm driving around looking at buy another car, am I? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not getting that fun factor feel about that at this point. But look at this here. So this used to be all Toyota, your Camrys, some Avalons, your Highlanders, you'd have your 4Runners. So here's the truck. So what's interesting is they got a lot of trucks. So they do have a decent amount of trucks. Look at that silver one. That one looks pretty good. Yeah, but it's, it's lifted up. Well, it's up on the dirt, but the thing is you know, all the articles, but let's just stay focused for a second. So yeah, so you used to have the Tacomas back here, you know, and the list goes on and on and on. So it's interesting why all the Tundras, you know, why all the Tundras? What's going on? Yeah, I would have to say the Tundra is not selling as well as they want it to, even though they've got crazy markup on it. But so this is just sort of the guys do. I talk about this. If you're the new cleanup guy, which it just is converted to the used cleanup guy, you know, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing if you're the cleanup guy for the new cars? It doesn't, you know, to me, it doesn't exist anymore. You know, so this whole back lot here used to be all new cars, and you know, it's all gone, beyond gone. And the trick to these dealerships is you got to keep these roads, you know, everything open. So this is a long bed Tundra here, I think. Maybe not. So that is the Raptor. Here's the Raptor. This is just an SR5. So that one's 57. I really want to go back over to that outer lot and drive by those Tundras and get a little better angle on that. You know, I'm very intrigued to know what's going on. And like I was saying, you know, this is, you know, it's just crazy. The whole car industry has flipped to CarMax. I mean, in all reality, new car dealerships are now the CarMax business model. Isn't that crazy? For CarMax started it. So, you know, that's a pretty good looking Tundra. Not bad. Okay. So this granite colored one. What is that one there? So let's see what they're getting on the. So this is the 1794 edition. Which that's the Texas. The founding of Texas, I guess, or something. Something like that. Let's see here what that is. Yep. What's that there? Platinum. Yeah, so look at the platinum. I guarantee this thing here is the big bucks one. Let's see. Oh, well, some of these have the sticker in them. So there's an extended cab. It's kind of, Toyota does do a good job on offering different cabs. Have an extended cab. So this one's 71. So they're saying 12.5 markup. This one here. Yeah, there's not even a sticker in this one here. Somebody took it out. Yep. The interior is pretty cool. Hard for you to see. Yeah, but, you know, I guarantee this thing's 90 grand. Let me go back to that 1794 edition. See what that, I want to see what that says in the window on that one, because that one's going to be the, you know, this is the sought after, really nice package. So, yeah. So 80 grand, 15 grand over. So it's 64 and they want 80. Now look at this. Okay, look at this. Look at this vehicle here. Now look at my Raptor. Okay. So guy is paying, you know, if you can get a factory ordered Raptor, that guy's going to pay the same amount of money for that 1794 as the Raptor. And I'm going to tell you right now, Raptor. Oh, here we go. Let's go down here a little further and see what they're getting on this one here. All right. So, but that's not much of a package there. That's a real, well, no, it's a TRD. So hold on here. Now let's just look. I'm here, right? You know, hopefully you guys are learning, save you from driving around like me. But there's a Rivian up there. That's dangerous. So 70 grand on the 57. So it's like 12.5 over. Yeah. So same thing. But here's the thing. The Tundra's didn't get great reviews. What they're saying is not the greatest on power, not the greatest on fuel economy. It really kind of floats down the road. So it doesn't have that great, you know, truck, you know, sporty feel. So there's a Rivian. This is dangerous. So here's a Rivian, but it's brand new. So what do you bet? $140? What's this one here? My gas mileage is going down, hanging out here at the dealerships, getting in on a truck and the truck run. Why don't you turn it off, right? So, oh, let's see here, the Rivian. Where is the price? I don't see a price. Nothing. Goose egg. Which that sucks. You know why? Because you got to go inside and ask. Is it worth it? Uh-oh. There's a GT something or a Mustang. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is dangerous. Right? Corvettes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here's my car. Here's my GT 500. So, what do you want out of this? Right? Yeah, what do they want out of this? Oh. So, this is, what year? 2021. So it's saying 79. This thing's brand now. This is used. So they're just showing the original sticker. So now I'd be very curious, what do they want out of this GT 500? That's a statement, right? That tells you what I've got. There's the Corvette, been down that road. Another Corvette. Yeah, been down that road. Oh, this is dangerous. So, you know, yeah, all I got to do is walk inside this dealership. What's going to happen then? Right? So now here's an iconic silver GT 500. It's the Audi station wagon. You know, I know some people are like, what? Yeah, hell yeah. The Audi? I mean, these things are fun. That's a great car. That is like a change up totally. This is dangerous. I gotta get the hell out of here, right? I mean, come on. You guys know if I hang out here too long, if I go inside that damn door up there, what's gonna happen? The Rivian's lowered right now. Oh my gosh, this is dangerous. Yeah, run as fast as possible. Somebody needs to come and grab me and just throw me in the back of the bed of the truck and haul ass out of here, right? Yeah, the same story. You know, this video here today, I think will just reinforce to what you hear in the news and what you hear about what's happening in the industry. And it's just, it's incredible. You know, it's the used car market now dominates the, you know, the car inventory. I mean, it's just hard to believe. It's beyond believable on how, you know, all these manufacturers are challenged with getting product. You know, I talked about it earlier, remotely working from home. How does that play out, right? Yeah, the way that plays out is people are not helping keeping things moving along. This is, oh, capstone. So this is dangerous. This would be like a me type of truck, but a bloody fortune. The interior, beautiful interior. I mean, beautiful truck. Uh-oh, yikes. Uh-oh, what was a Dodge Challenger Hellcat wide-body adventure has now turned into a Rivian adventure. They're gonna let me test drive one of the Rivians, which I'm gonna do that. I mean, you know, regardless of what I do or don't do, I want to drive one. Why wouldn't I? This capstone Toyota Tundra, over $100,000. I mean, wow. I mean, wow. Think about this. A Toyota truck. They went over 100K for it. Incredible. So, all right, here is the Rivian, and they said they had a green one, but this is cool. So, is it electrified? What button do you hit to electrify it? So never driven one, have no clue. So we're gonna get in this bad boy. So check it out. So here's like the Tesla, I guess. Is that right? Is that how you do this? That's weird. I don't know about that. But there you go. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's kind of different. Look at the mats. Interesting. We got the back, you know, storage area. So how do you get this to pop out? Yeah, I know about that. I was at a car show in Leesburg. A gentleman got one of these, and he showed us all the things. But you know what's interesting is this seems like it has a shallower. This definitely has a shallower bed than a regular truck. It looks like to me. What's your thoughts? A little shallower. Yeah, I think it's shallow. And then there's your like bus. If you go, you know, if you have a bus, you put all your luggage in here, which that's pretty cool. Okay, probably gear, and then back seat. Pretty much standard as any car. I wonder if the back window, does the back window go up and down? Do we know that?
Back window.
All right, so this is doing the pre-conditioned, oh, Jack. Oh, that's the general manager here. So this is doing the pre-conditioned, I guess, get you ready. So this screen, so since I'm not a Rivian guy, this is all so different. I mean, this is like totally what is what. Wow. Wish I really don't want all this stuff here. What that's all about. I don't want to do that. Okay, so here's the thing. Where do you put, oh, so here's your steering wheel. That's what I talk about in the Ford product. Ford product keeps everything like a car. This is so like what is what? You know what I mean? And like the vents. How do you even you know do the vents? I have no idea. You know how you change the position of them? I would guess. I mean, you know, this is just a whole learning lesson just in learning how to even move this vehicle. So wow. Got me. I'll have to get the sales guy in here to kind of tell us what's going on. It's just here, ready, park. So I'm not going to tell you, just hit that. That's drive. Okay. So does it have, oh, tailgate's open, which I guess we can take and put that back up. Where do we do that, right? Steering wheel is really hot. Let's just kind of move this thing out of its spot. Put it back in park. I can figure that. That handle's kind of funky, isn't it? Now the rear trunk is open. How do we close that automatically? Yeah, this is kind of like the Tesla. When you first get in this vehicle, this thing wants a update, which I don't want to do that. You know, I mean, look at this. There's just so much energy, gear guard, drive modes, vehicle, open hood, open charge port, close time to adjust. Wow. Oh, this is dangerous. Yeah, am I going to like this car? I don't know, man. There's so much technology. I just don't know if it's just kind of too overwhelming. And the seatbelts are the same. You know, one thing's for sure, you know, I put seatbelt on. That's for sure. Now, like these armrests, how the hell do you open the armrest? I mean, open this here. I mean, I have no idea. There's some special button. I mean, this is crazy. It's like too much technology. Overkill. And then it's got the moonroof. Alright, so let's get this thing pulled out. If anything, let me see if I can pull this car out. Oh, so this is just like the Tesla thing? Yep, just like that. Let's now pull her out. And, oh, it's got like the square steering wheel. One thing's for sure, really good turning radius. That Ford F-150 Lightning, not so much. As far as that goes. Now, all right, let's put it back in park. I mean, I've never ever have even researched this vehicle. I have no idea. I've never been really fixated on it. Car wash off, interesting. All right, so how do you adjust your mirrors? I mean, there's just so many little things. Open charge port. I mean, so on the regular car, you know, you've got your area over here where you can figure out where to adjust your mirrors, right? Where is it on this vehicle? No idea. Now, does this go to electric brake? Let me let off the brake. Let's go here. Update, service, drivers and keys, access, unlock doors, driver, for collision, lane departure, vibration, lane keep. Yeah. How do you even get this thing to do the adaptive cruise control? Wow. Okay. Apps, drivers and keys, jack. Let's go back here. Serve, sport. Okay. Never mind. So you got sport, all-purpose, standard, high, highest, lowest. Okay, great. Let's go over here. Energy phone, cameras. Cameras, okay. Settings, apps, vehicle. You know, once again, so where do you go? Where do you go to adjust your mirrors? I mean, this is classic. How do you open the frickin', you know, unless you take a tutorial before you drive this car? I don't know, man. I mean, like, what is this here? This is all, see, there's your park. I mean, if this here isn't like screen touchable, what about your steering wheel? Where is the steering wheel to move the steering wheel up and down? You know, what is this here? I mean, doing nothing. Yeah, total loss. Yeah, and my sales guy, he's out there walking around yakking. And, yeah, okay, so I wonder what he knows. I'll be amazed that this guy even knows more than what I'm already looking at. So here's the... Okay, so on auto. Alright, climate, front. Alright. Okay, rear. Jeez, home. Alright. Nope, don't want that. Yeah, I don't know. Sincerely, no idea. So let's see if the sales guy knows what's going on. All right, one good news is you can, here's the seats. So see that, okay. You gotta kind of hold the button. It's kind of interesting. It's like a delayed time for the seats, you know, and then lumbar support. Is that massaging seats? I doubt it. The sales guy's taking off. I don't know where he's going. This is pretty classic. I have no idea what's going on here. All right, so yeah, so you know the car is drivable, but at the same time, oh, I see what's going on. You can't get out of here unless, so I'm gonna go to reverse. Press brake to shift to reverse. Okay, there we go. So yeah, he needs me to back out of here. Now I get it. So there you go, huge overview of you being able to back out of here. So we'll do that here. And then once he gets in the car, see what he says. All right, so how much do you know about this car? Do you know much?
Not a crazy.
Yes, look, how do you adjust the mirrors? Yeah.
The mirror adjustment?
Right.
They put everything in here.
Oh, I've done all that.
You've been there?
Oh, yeah. I've checked everything out, and I can't find it. Right, so adjust the steering wheel. Oh, the mirrors. And where'd you find that? So where did you just find all that information?
This guy.
You go right there, and you hit the, because I was there earlier, and it didn't
Really?
do that. Yeah, didn't do that. Okay, so adjust the steering wheel, side mirrors. Okay, move mirror left, right. Oh, okay, so see here, this is where it is. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, like with the Tesla, they just use the spin wheel on the Tesla.
But you know what's interesting? Why are okay? So we're in park, so the door handles pop out. Okay, so
That's
steering
like
wheel.
with the Ioniq. That's how I knew it. Like the Hyundai Ioniq.
Yeah.
It's unlocked. You can see the door handles out.
Okay, so change. So here it is. Oh, okay, cool.
But this is you right here.
Yeah, I gotta get my water. How do you open this? I mean, it's crazy.
I thought I saw this was not even.
It's crazy. Now, does
not
this
even
have
a compartment?
really? That's no way.
And
No
this
way.
comes out, the
No
speaker-
way. That's got to be a compartment.
The speaker. When I saw it, Doug's.
Now we have the trunk. So open hood. Look at that. That's pretty fast. Ah, interesting. So do I have to have like the front door? Your truck has an update, which we don't want to do that right now. So let's try saying, oh yeah, you know what? This may not be. This is probably not electronic. This is just release. Oh, object detected. Let's check this. Yeah, listen to this. If you didn't know this electric vehicle, listen to the fans. I mean, listen to the fans in this vehicle. So this is what's interesting. I don't even know. I mean, you know how to open that? You have a key fob that maybe does that? It's like it's stuck. It kind of opens, but it's stuck. It's like something's gotten into that.
Yeah, that's a release.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is somebody put something in here and it's actually like stopping this from opening. Let me close it again and see what you hear. Wow, when I was just getting out, this is so narrow and your leg literally goes across this here. Wow. Yep. Let's go to the back. Oh, he got the trunk open. He finally did it. So, what was going on? What happened?
Oh, I found the release. It was
Yeah, but what do you think's going on with this? It's just
just finicky.
do you think it's got to be
That needs to be adjusted.
well, is this automatic though?
Is this here? There's a release there.
Yeah. All right, so let's try it. Let's try now. So does it automatically go down by itself? All right, now let's see if it goes up. Okay. So here's your storage area up here. That's nice. Pretty good size. I wonder what that's all about. Oh, okay. So you got two. You got doubles. That's nice. What's that? One storage fluid. Okay. Nice. Okay. All right. Now, sit over here. I still am befuddled by this. There has to be. Oh, there it is. There it is. I figured it out. So it's right here. See here? Duh. Okay, that's encouraging. Yeah, I figured out how to open up the middle. It's right here. But I'm just blown away. There's no. You have to put your own water bottle carrier. That to me is just incredible. Just incredible. And so what's interesting here is, what am I looking at? So you know what's really interesting? Am I even looking at the right thing? Yeah. Right, but now this just pops open, right? Or you have to deal with your key fob? Oh, it's up there. Okay, gotcha. The what about the trunk or the how do you open this up? Is there a button down here, or you always have to have the key fob? Is there a button here? Oh, here you go. Look, this is it, right here. But is it automatic? So apparently it's a compartment, I think, under here, but I didn't even lift it. Or is there? I don't think there is. So I don't think there is. All right, so now to put this back up. Oh, here you go. There you go. Now, it looks like there's supposed to be a spare tire there, but I don't think so.
You could throw a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so now, let's put this back up. Really? Oh, here you go. Oh no, that's that. So the question is, you'd think this was electronic, but it's not.
Not fully electronic.
You know what I mean? That's got to be electronic. I can even feel it.
Feel the resistance.
Yeah. Whoa. Look at that. What's that all about? I mean, what the heck? That sounds. Let me try and open it again. See, look. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get inside the truck. I'm going to see if I can release it from back here. What happens? All right, vehicle. You can charge. Trip. I'll tell you this here. 27 miles odometer. 15 miles. And I don't know where the heck is. I don't know. See, this is just so confusing. Odometer vent. Good. Okay. Tailgate open only. Huh. Oh, okay. See, it doesn't. So it's manual. It doesn't have electronic, does it?
Let's power down.
Say what now? Tailgate latch not working. Interesting. Wow. Tailgate latch. Hey, looky here. Watch. I got a warning saying tailgate latch not working.
Really?
Yeah. If you go close again, I'll show you. Wow.
Even on the Tesla, when you do the camera,
Yeah.
for the newer ones, how you have the blind spot
Yeah.
right here,
Yeah.
I found it quick. I've never used a manual for that car. I just found it. This is super strange. This is it, man.
Hold on. How'd you do it?
This-
Okay. All right. Well, anyways, that was a great adventure. Yeah, the Rivian adventure. That was a hell of an adventure. Wow. They got a lot of Corvettes. Yeah, I've been down that road already. I think I'll pass on that. Well, for today, I'm going to wrap it up here at Coons Tyson's Toyota. That's, to me, Coons Tyson's CarMax, because the Toyota fleet has disappeared, and continue my adventures, right? Here's a good example. So now we're coming to complete stop. So 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. So see that? So now I have to hit this button here. Just hit that button there and it takes off again. Which, that's really nice. The Raptor truck. I'm loving my Raptor. Oh, see, this guy stopped too fast. So now this here kind of gets a little freaky. That's the only downside of this adaptive cruise control. If you got a guy in front of you that doesn't know how to drive, you're driving like them, meaning they blast off and then they stop immediately, so you do exactly what they do. This car is just following this person right here. So, and that can aggravate the heck out of you, where you just turn it off. All you got to do is put your foot on the brake and it turns everything off.